Make mindfulness a habit. It's estimated that 95% of our behavior runs on autopilot. That's because neural networks underlie all of our habits, reducing our millions of sensory inputs per second into manageable shortcuts so we can function in this crazy world. These default brain signals are so efficient that they often cause us to relapse into old behaviors before we remember what we meant to do instead. Mindfulness is the exact opposite of these default processes. It's intentional control rather than autopilot and enables intentional actions, willpower, and decisions. But that takes practice. The more we activate the intentional brain, the stronger it gets. Every time we do something deliberate and new, we stimulate neuroplasticity, activating our gray matter, which is full of newly sprouted neurons that have not yet been groomed for autopilot brain. While our intentional brain knows what is best for us, our autopilot brain causes us to shortcut our way through life. So how can we trigger ourselves to be mindful when we need it most? This is where the notion of behavior design comes in. It's a way to put your intentional brain in the driver's seat. There are two ways to do that. First, slowing down the autopilot brain by putting obstacles in its way. And second, removing obstacles in the path of the intentional brain, so it can gain control. Shifting the balance to give your intentional brain more power takes some work, though. Here are some ways to get started. Put meditation reminders around you. If you intend to do some yoga or to meditate, put your yoga mat or your meditation cushion in the middle of your floor so you can't miss it as you walk by. Refresh your reminders regularly. Say you decide to use sticky notes to remind yourself of a new intention. That might work for about a week, but then your autopilot brain and old habits take over again. Try writing new notes to yourself, add variety or make them funny. That way they'll stick with you longer. Create new patterns. You could try a series of if this, then that, messages to create easy reminders to shift into the intentional brain. For instance, you might come up with, if office door, then deep breath, as a way to shift into mindfulness as you are about to start your workday. Or, if phone rings, take a breath before answering. Each intentional action to shift into mindfulness will strengthen your intentional brain. This is the end of this session. We hope you have a mindful motivation day.